Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are at Bronx Zoo. I'm at Bronx Zoo with my family, and today we're going to be taking a tour of Bronx Zoo. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Okay guys, so we just entered the Bronx Zoo. We were in the American bison area. Now we're heading to the dinosaur tour so that we can see the dinosaurs, and then after that we might go see the tigers, the bears, or the I don't know what that is. I can't see leopard there. Yeah, there's a leopard. So take a close up at the sign. We might go over those after. And you want to go? Yeah, and then, so first we're going to stop at the dinosaur.
You want to go down?
Okay, just watch this, then we pick it up, okay?
Hi.
The best seat for pictures is the middle row because the dinosaurs are on both sides. Alright, but you gotta go all the way down.
All the way down.
You want to see in the middle?
What dinosaurs, eh?
Here it comes. It's our ferocious pink flamingo. So we paleontologists believe that although most dinosaurs went extinct 66 million years ago, watch our elbows on the fence coming up here. Sorry. And please do not grab the plant. Alright, so here's our pack of Deinonychus, and they seem to be in pursuit of a Tyrannosaurus just right up ahead. Now paleontologists believe that smaller dinosaurs found strength in numbers, so they used to work together in groups to take down large prey. Now can we think of any animals that are alive today that do the same thing, working together in groups to take down prey? Not so much birds, or like wolves, or lions, or even the African wild dog. They work together in packs to take down wildebeest. Now here's a fun fact, these fossils were found right here in the United States. Yeah, a couple of dinosaurs actually lived in North America. Even the T-Rex? Yeah. So what are we going to see next? Is this a herbivore or a carnivore?
Carnivore!
Yes, it is a carnivore. This is our Majungasaurus, and he's from Madagascar. And the way you can tell he's a carnivore is by his sharp teeth. And on the left side is a family of Majungasaurus. And it looks like a lucky day for these scavengers. They found a Repetisaurus carcass to scavenge. So much like today's Komodo dragons, these guys will take bites at each other while they share the carcass. So much like modern day animals, dinosaurs also gathered around water. Oh, sorry. Alright, got good news for the herbivore lovers in the group. It seems like a Repetisaurus has gotten away from the family of carnivores. This giant leaf-eating sauropod grew up to around 50 feet long, and paleontologists are now starting to believe that they did not hold their heads up like this. But they did use their long necks to reach high up in the trees to get leaves to eat. They kind of remind me of a big giraffe. What about you?
Yeah.
Now this guy, the way you can tell he's a herbivore is by his square teeth. They're square because it makes it easier for them to chew their plants.
This one right there.
Now that sound you're hearing is our Pentaceratops herd. Now they might look familiar to you, and that's because they are relative to the Triceratops. But these guys have 5 horns, and Triceratops has 3 horns. There's also an adorable little baby in the herd. Now with all these big mouths to feed, they might have to migrate soon for fresh food, much like American bison do today.
I didn't know dinosaurs.
Now just up ahead, do these 3 guys look like the same species of dinosaur to you? Hiding in the bushes on your left side here is our Shunnosaurus. He grew up to 30 feet long. And on our right here, this orange fella is our Dactysaurus. He grew up to around 45 feet long. And the largest of the three, right up ahead, growing up to 60 feet long, is the Omegasaurus. Now this reminds me of how the gazelle, the zebra, and giraffe can all live amongst each other in the African plains. So they can eat plants at different heights. And they didn't have to compete for food. So we're about to hear two Parasaurolophus calling out to each other. Paleontologists believe that they use that crest on their head to amplify their sound. They use these low notes, much like an elephant or a whale, to call out to each other from far distances, scare away predators, or to attract mates. Everybody gotta sit down, okay, so we can continue. You gotta sit. Alright. They kind of sound like Chewbacca, right? Now, speaking of crests, look at the crest on these Cosmoceratops coming up. Now, those crests were not strong enough for defense. They were mainly used for attraction or show. Both males and females had those elaborate crests, much like some birds we know today, like the hornbill.
There's something coming up.
No mammals on this tour. Alright, so those of you that can't really see on the left side, you guys can stand up for this part because I know it's kind of hard to see the eggs. So right here's our Myosaur herd, and they raise their eggs in egg colonies. They use rotting plant matter to incubate their eggs, much like the pink flamingos we seen earlier. Now when the babies hatch from those eggs, they're actually very small and fragile. So they would eat that same rotting plant matter until they were big and strong enough to walk on their own. And as for these two guys up here, these are our two troodons. And they're looking for eggs to scavenge. So you know what that means, right?
No.
They're trying to steal those eggs. But lucky for these babies, their parents are on guard. So there'll be no eggs for these troodons anytime soon. Everybody, let's get back in our seats so we can continue the tour. That's it. Thank you. I have a question for you guys. What's your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite
T-Rex?
Velociraptor.
The long neck one? You like the T-Rex?
My favorite is Velociraptor.
Ooh, Velociraptor. That one's cool.
I like Velociraptor.
Well, those of you that like the T-Rex, I got a little surprise for you, and it's just around this corner. We got two of them, and it looks like a battle of the titans, two male Tyrannosaurus Rex, or T-Rex, fighting for dominance, much like male gorillas do today. Now, dinosaurs don't always get along, gorillas didn't always get along, and we for sure did not always get along. But paleontologists found T-Rex fossils that had teeth marks on heads and faces, suggesting that these guys might have lived together in groups. Males and females also could have took bites at each other during courtship, so that's quite the love bite. Now those T-Rex fossils were found in Mongolia, America, and Canada. And paleontologists are now starting to believe that the T-Rex actually had feathers. Now I also want to point out that the chicken is a descendant of the T-Rex. So think about that the next time you guys are eating chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets.
You'll see them. It's coming up soon. So much like modern day animals, dinosaurs also gathered around watering holes. We're going to see here on our right is our armored Tarkia. And he's heading to the water for something to drink. That's the first one you show. And on the left side is our Gallimimus, resembling today's ostrich and looking right at us.
Look, it's looking at us.
Oh, Bobby, be careful with his tail.
Now watch out for these tail feathers. And just up ahead, perched on some rocks looking for fish to eat, is our pterosaurs. Now I got news for everyone. The pterosaur is not a dinosaur. They're actually prehistoric flying reptiles, meaning that they're more closely related to lizards or snakes, and dinosaurs are more closely related to birds. That means a pterodactyl is not a dinosaur. It's a pterosaur. Now life around these watering holes was not always harmonious. Fossils can show injuries, and paleontologists found evidence of a violent encounter between an Allosaurus and a Stegosaurus, like we're about to see in the scene coming up here. Now the Allosaurus, much like today's tiger, used to use the watering hole to ambush unsuspecting prey. So who do you think is going to win this battle? The Allosaurus or the Stegosaurus?
I think the Allosaurus.
Well, I got my money on the Stegosaurus. She got armor plates on her back and a couple of spikes at the end of her tail.
Yeah.
Alright, keep your eyes peeled because dangers also lurked in the waters.
Yes.
Watch out for the Spinosaurus. This guy lived in swamps and rivers, walking along the bottom looking for fish to eat, much like today's crocodile or gharial. Now those of you on the right that can't see, you guys can stand up for this part, okay? Now they weren't the heaviest meat-eating dinosaur, but they were the longest. They grew up to 60 feet from snout to tail. They were also semi-aquatic, meaning that they can walk on land as well as live in water. So we're pretty lucky he's going to let us just roll on by. So everybody, let's get back in our seats and get out of here before he changes his mind, okay? I think it's going to get us. Alright, so what do we think of the secret lives of ancient dinosaurs, everybody? Pretty cool, right? Well, Dr. Leaky, we almost made it back in one piece. Hopefully we get out of here before that. Now you guys, when you exit straight towards our field site, right? When you exit there, you guys can go look at fossils there. There's also a dig